Most business advice talks about the know, like, and trust factor, but there's something that happens before that. Before someone knows you, before they like you, before they even trust you, they decide something else. They decide whether they even want to know you, and almost no one talks about that particular moment. Think about how relationships actually begin. The moment someone first encounters you, your reputation, your positioning, your presence, they form a quick internal judgment. Not, do I trust this person? That comes later. The first question is much simpler. Do I want to know this person? Now that decision happens in seconds, and it determines whether the entire know, like, and trust journey even begins. Now, look at how most businesses acquire clients today. They use advertising. I mean, fair enough, ads are effective at generating quick inquiries. But they skip that first relational stage. The want to know before the get to know moment hasn't happened with ads, which means the relationship often starts transactionally. Someone clicks, someone buys, someone becomes a client. However, the emotional foundation of the relationship hasn't been built yet, and that has consequences. Now, when a relationship starts transactionally, it usually stays fragile, which means the client evaluates you primarily through price and convenience, which means they can easily be seduced away by a cheaper alternative, because the relationship starts as a deal, not a connection. So the business may gain a client quickly, but the client lifetime value often stays shallow. Now, this is where an important distinction appears. Again, most businesses focus on ROTI, return on time invested. How quickly can I turn time and money into clients? Advertising is excellent for that, but referral-driven businesses focus on something bigger, which is total return on time invested. Not just what happens today, but what happens over years. When a client comes to a referral, the relationship begins differently. The want to know before the get to know stage, that's already happened. Somebody they trust has already transferred credibility. So the relationship starts stronger. Not transactional, relational. And that changes everything. When a relationship begins with trust, clients stay longer. They refer more, they resist price comparisons, and their lifetime value grows, which means the total return on time invested becomes far greater. Advertising can generate clients quickly, no problem. Referral growth builds relationships that compound. One optimizes for speed, the other optimizes for trust. And in the long run, trust almost always wins. Speak soon.